Welcome everyone. A tide pool is a treasure chest, a pocketbook, a clear blue nest of mussels breathing water air, sea stars gripping onto stone, floating feather, seaweed hair, a decorator crab alone. This ocean postcard mystery puddled in these rocks, for me, knows every secret of the sea. Amy Ludwig van der Water. So welcome everyone. Welcome to this full moon gathering on this Sagittarius full moon, the flower moon. My name is Abby and I'm one of the team here at Tree Sisters, and it's really my greatest pleasure to welcome you into this sacred space together today. So Tree Sisters has been described as a love affair with life, supporting women and communities to restore and reforest, whilst also inspiring us all to come together in community and to remember and connect to the cyclical nature of life. So these gatherings are offered as a gateway to exactly that togetherness and creativity, a chance for us all to expand eros and vitality in service to life on Earth. And it's been a very exciting week for us here at Tree Sisters with the release of Rooted in Ethics, which if you haven't heard about or haven't taken a look at, then I encourage you to visit the website because it's just really a groundbreaking piece of work for how to really live in reciprocity. So as you know, Tree Sisters' primary reason for being is to reinstate this culture of reciprocity with nature. So we make it as normal to give back as it currently is to extract, and to listen to exactly what is needed by the land. And so these calls are free if you need them to be, and they are also an invitation to give back. So I'd love to invite everyone here to give back to the trees, and if you're not already a monthly donor, to maybe consider signing up to become one. And if you are a regular donor to us, we really want to extend our thanks to you and let you know how hugely you're appreciated. And if you feel like making a one-off donation, we also have that possibility through this platform. So if you see the offers tab on your screen, you can just simply press that and make a donation. And these donations make such a difference, as they are the things that directly enable women and communities to restore their lands and forests. So I just really encourage that. So we're here together for the third call in this new series, Finding Home in Nature. And today we're going to be exploring rock pools or tidal pools, depending what you call them, and feel our way into how we might engage with the qualities of change and diversity and resilience when finding our sanctuary here. And we will weave together the noticings that we have and what arises through our bodies into an offering, a poem, a prayer to the magic of the tidal pool. So why do we come here? Why do we gather like this? It's really a chance for us to take a pause and to reflect as another cycle has completed, to be under the bright light of the full moon and see what is being illuminated within us, around us, in our communities. It's a chance to come back into intimacy with ourselves, with each other, and with our beloved Earth. And there's real power in listening to the self-organizing intelligence of the body and hearing the intelligence of other bodies, and coming back to our senses, to a place of regulation and settled listening. So before I share about what will happen in the call, I would love to hear from some of you and why you've joined the call today and where you are in the world. I see some of you have written in already. Oh, Caroline, I hope the sound has come back to you. Joanne in Toronto, welcome, Joanne. Alison in Newbury, welcome, Alison. And yeah, if this is your first time, love you to say so we can really welcome you into the circle. Liz, greetings from the traditional lands of the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone, Wyoming. Welcome, Liz. It's really great to hear all your voices. If anybody else wants to. Caroline, you're back. Great. A strange need to refresh. I'm glad you could be here. And you're in Maine, in coastal woods. Welcome, Caroline. Debbie in Reading, feeling the call of the ocean. Yes. How beautiful that it's we're exploring your name as well, Debbie Shore. We are finding ourselves here at the shore in the rock pools. Something very magic about that. Yeah, if anybody else wants to just bring their voice in, let us know where you're calling in from today, where you find yourself under the full moon. Simone in Germany, you've been joining now for about a year. Great. So we've been through many cycles together. Claire in Sheffield, welcome, Claire. Loyola, East Coast, Australia. Rebecca in Idaho. Karen, not sure where you are, Karen, but welcome. So feeling us covering many continents. Selma on the shore of Lake Ontario. Nina in Geneva. Jen in St. Louis. And Corinth, hello from the Netherlands. Oh yeah, we are really covering quite some of our beautiful earth as we gather today. Claire in Milton Keynes. Candice in Bristol, thank you for receiving me. You're very welcome, Candice. Blessings on this full moon. So I'm going to say a little bit more about what's going to happen in our time together today, particularly if you haven't been here before. Karen, you're in Gloucestershire. Sarah on Dartmoor. Lovely. Feel the different places in the UK as well. So in a moment, I'm going to offer an invitation for everybody to get comfortable and to find safety for yourself in the physical space that you're in, and to give your body, the things that it needs to come into a rested presence for this practice together. Since it is a co-created, we're all here to bring our own creativity and to bring our own listening. So at various points, I will be inviting you to come and share what you're noticing in the chat. And that's essentially just however you're experiencing sensation waking up through your body. And this will be what builds our co-created poem to offer back to the tidal pools. And after that, we will have a little bit of time for sharing and integration together before the call ends. So let's maybe just take a breath. And want to also really acknowledge that sometimes as we enter into our felt sense, it's possible that we might come close to ourselves in a particular way, which means that stuff could come up, your vulnerability, some tenderness or grief, anything that's been not felt through the busyness and the business of the day. When we come into stillness, we sometimes touch that. And just to say that if it feels too much or overwhelming, I want to invite you to find a way to come back to just noticing the contact with the ground, feeling how your body is held by the earth, and to just really honor yourself and the place that you're in. So if you feel agitated or lost, just bringing your awareness to the ground that is holding you, meeting you, and remembering that there's really no wrong in this experience. There's just simply the experience that you're having. So it's an invitation now to get comfortable, have everything that you need. And we can land inside of our bodies together, feeling everybody here in this circle. And whatever you find inside the complexity of your own being, just knowing that that's really welcome. And just as I'm welcoming you in, feeling how much you can welcome yourself here. Feeling the web of connections, noticing how you're not alone as you expand your awareness to the whole circle gathered here. And just having that sense of welcoming others, just as you have yourself. And then again, just take a breath together. As we drop a little bit deeper into presence with ourselves. And you might want to place your hands on your body to make contact and to maybe acknowledge some of the things that your body has done today, how it has moved or cared for, what it has created. And just take a moment to appreciate these things. Sometimes they're just occurring and we don't even think to acknowledge the wonder of them. Like noticing the magic of how your belly is moving with the breath. And feeling how that movement of the breath allows you to rest into this kind of wave of the belly rising and falling. And as you're present to this wave-like motion for a few breaths, noticing the rising and resting, the opening and settling. And what about your heart in relation to the breath? Notice if it is buoyant and lifts on the inhale, and the heart itself is able to come to rest on the exhale. And what about your lower body? Inviting it all to be heavy. Inviting that heaviness to sink into the support of the earth beneath you. Imagining the roots and all of the wisdom in these roots entangled somehow inside of deep time. So as you're settled now, want to invite you to imagine tidal pools. This beautiful image on the screen as well. These tidal pools are what form rocky intertidal shores, existing really only as their own separate body of water at low tide as the tide recedes. In these moments, the magic and diversity of these watery communities gets revealed to the light. And commonly, rock pools are home to sea plants, stones, rocks, adaptable animals such as urchins, crabs, starfish, mussels, limpets, anemones, seaweed, and crustaceans. So as we journey together, my invitation to you is to imagine yourself as an inhabitant of a rock pool. Just noticing who comes into your awareness, who or what, and trust this. Be curious. And if you feel willing, just allowing yourself to begin to shape shift into this watery creature, becoming this pool dweller. What kind of rock pool creature are you? Where do you find yourself? Are you floating free in the water? Are you attached to a rock or another being? It's coming and sharing in the chat. Who is this that you have shape-shifted into? Just gently feeling who you have become in this imaginal moment. And coming and bringing the name into the chat. Where you find yourself, and what kind of rock pool creature are you? And then gently bringing yourself back. Settling back into this rocky, watery space. And then beginning to gradually become aware of the wider environment that you're in. As you notice if the tide is high or low, is it currently moving in or out? Noticing the time of day. Do you see twilight, daylight, maybe starlight? Are you able to locate the moon in this landscape? And what about the weather? Just taking it all in, building a fuller picture of this watery, rocky home. As you also awaken your sensory body, as you breathe, possibly underwater. Notice where your body is touching. What parts of you are making contact? What are they making contact with? And are there any sounds around you? Near or far? Maybe muffled by the water. Or maybe there's a howling wind and wild, wild ocean. Or perhaps simple stillness and gently lapping water. Are you touched by the heat of the sun? What are you perceiving through your eyes in this watery world? What can you smell on the breeze, the salty air, the algae, the seaweed? And which of those fragrances are so pungent? You can taste them, feel them in your tongue, in your mouth. How does this creature that you are experience the taste of living here? Well, simply arriving more fully now into each moment. Feeling your place here in the tiny micro world of the pool. Both part of this tiny community, whilst also part of the expanse of giant ocean above you or close by. And what is the mood or the atmosphere of the ocean that is close to your home here? How are you sensing it to be? Again, coming to share in the chat a particular mood or vibration, energy that you're picking up from the ocean that is above you or coming towards you, moving away but close by. Coming and sharing that. And then gently coming back to yourself. And as you acknowledge the energy of the wide open seas, what is that like? Whether that ocean is currently above you as you rest beneath a high tide and you live in the darkness, or as it's some way in the distance, leaving you more exposed, existing in this space of your own. Is this a long-term home, or have you just arrived here? Are you part of a transient community? How does it feel to be here? Inhabiting the creature that you are more fully, as you begin to notice the others who are around you. Who else lives here? Does it feel hostile or welcoming? Are there predators close or friends close? Perhaps both. So looking around this community, who are you sharing this space with? And coming and sharing in the chat, who else is here and how that feels. And then once you bring your voice into our shared space, just gently coming back to yourself in this home. And maybe recognizing your own aliveness in this space. However you are alongside these other inhabitants. Noticing now if you can sense the constant movement of energy. Each moment a threshold for a new moment. This is how it is to live in a rapidly changing space. And noticing what is present as you anticipate the change that is coming. Whether that be the shifting tide, the changing light of day or night, or a whole new weather system sweeping in. Recognizing the many cycles you're inside of. And as you reflect on this constant that is change, notice any sensations that arise in your body. Finding words that come close to describing what you're noticing. What comes alive in your body in relation to change? What sensations wake up? Notice if you're welcoming the change that's on the horizon, or you would rather stay with what's here. And coming and sharing in the chat any sensations that arise in your body as you reflect on this constantly changing space that you're in. And once you've brought your voice into our shared space, it's bringing your attention back inside of yourself now. Breathing in, breathing out. The same as the tides. And expanding your awareness out of this immediate space again. The tiny micro world. And this local community. Feeling now for how it is held in a larger web, in a wider ecology. Noticing where you are. Where are you on the shores of? What continent? What country? And the sea that you are part of, is it tropical or temperate? Noticing how you exist inside these tugs and pulls, towards and away, as part of this romance between water and moon. Feeling your place in how they long for each other inside of this wild cosmic dance. Noticing now your own necessity as a part of this whole. Feeling for your own belonging as part of this immensity of existence. And this pool that you're calling home, in deep communion with the moon and the larger ecosystem. If this pool had a voice and could speak, what words would this tidal pool be offering to you? What would it be saying? Again, coming to share, trusting whatever words arise. They don't need to make sense. This pool that you're calling home, if it had a voice and could speak, what would it be saying? Letting those words come, receiving them, sharing them in our shared space. And then coming back into yourself again. Inviting you now to a place of total rest inside of this watery space. Where there is nothing to do but simply stop and let go. Receiving the gifts of tidal movement. Noticing resilience and appreciating diversity. And in this moment, stillness has arrived in the pool. As you take a breath and feel for your contact with the rest of life, for that deep interconnectedness, finding softness within yourself, as you feel your availability to receptivity in this moment. And I will begin to share our co-created offering to the wonder and the splendor that is rock pools. There are any other voices, bringing them into our shared space before you rest back in readiness to receive this poem, prayer, offering. You are safe here. A rushing in, Friendly creatures sharing space. Seaweeds of all kinds. Midday and the tide has moved out. Dolphins singing. Dolphins singing calm and smooth. Salty water smelling. A little fish. A little fish. Sea urchin nestled on the sandy bottom. Algae. I am an anemone, swishing and dancing in the water, withdrawn into myself when outside of the sea. Shrimp. Baby fish. Bright sunny day, warming the pool up. Tide is low and coming in. I hope it comes in before the pool gets too warm. A tiny purple crab exploring. Sea and one, anchored and free, open. Starfish on a rock. Rock crab exploring the warmth of the sun. Buzz of insects, warped through the water. Calm and smooth, content, safe, expansive, crashing over me. I love my waving tentacles caressing the water. This is home. This is home. Stirring tidal changes, gently swaying, grounded and yet free, calm and smooth. Dramatic winds, brilliant sun. Mother Ocean rolling in, crashing over me, calm and smooth. All is limpid and still. We are in timeless instinctual motion. Dramatic winds, brilliant sun. Mother Ocean rolling in, stirring tidal changes. Sparkling stars blanketing the sky portal above, roughly splashing at the rocks of the waves. Mother Ocean rolling in. Just arrived and enjoying floating in the quiet pool after a rough journey at sea. Seaweeds of all kinds, sparkling stars blanketing the sky portal above. Maybe gone with the next high tide. Maybe gone with the next high tide. Ocean distantly crashing on the beach, visiting the liminal lands between deep ocean home and temporary warm resting space of rock pool, away from my usual companions, taking a time for rest and reflection and growth, exploration. Sun warming the water, my shell rocking in a gentle rhythm. My shell rocking in a gentle rhythm. Starfish, tadpoles, and many organisms. A magical, unique rock pool community. All is welcome, letting life flow through. Exciting anticipation. Friendly creatures sharing space. Love seeing the vibrant novelty as the waves lap over the rocks. Attentive curiosity. Friendly creatures sharing space. Exciting anticipation, attentive curiosity, excitement. Anticipation of new experiences, new sensations. A rushing in. I am in a rock pool in an ancient Aboriginal site in Sydney. Protected inlet, turbulent water flow, excitement. Feeling of fear and exhilaration, a sense of flow and inevitability, purpose and belonging. Something constant amidst waves of change. Welcome, welcome. Attentive curiosity, a rushing in. Calm, refreshing, stillness. Calm, refreshing, stillness. You are safe here. See you next time. See you next time. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. The rain is refreshing the salty pool. Anticipation of new experiences, new sensations. You are home. You are safe here. I am the Great Mother. Rest safely here. I am the Great Mother. Welcome back. I am of the eternal. Sanctuary, mystery, knowing. Be free. The flow and cycles of life are safe here in the waters. Be free, be amazed. Time to rest again. It's okay. Time to rest again. It's okay. I hear the ancient melody of the ocean. The ancient melody of the ocean. The flow and cycles of life are safe here in the waters. Sanctuary, mystery, knowing. Honor and trust life's cycles, all passes. I am the Great Mother, attentive. New experiences. My shell rocking in a gentle rhythm, vibrant novelty, enjoying, floating, maybe gone with the next high tide. Seaweeds, friendly creatures, filtering nutrients in the water. Salty water smelling, waving tentacles, content, safe, expansive, bars of insects, dolphins singing, midday. Sea anemone anchored as the currents swirl. Currents swirl, warming the pool up. Tide is low. Gentle swaying, grounded yet free. Dramatic winds, brilliant sun. Seaweeds of all kinds. Ocean distantly crashing on the beach. Visiting the liminal lands between deep ocean home and temporary warm resting space of rock pool. Sharing space. Many organisms. Starfish, tadpoles, dolphins, shrimp, a tiny purple crab, a little fish, algae, sea urchin, sandy, grounded, sparkling stars, floating in the quiet pool. Starfish. unique rock pool community, turbulent water flow, rest safely here. Rest safely here. I am of the eternal, sanctuary, mystery, knowing. I am the Great Mother. Be amazed. Be amazed, calm and smooth dolphins singing, calm and smooth crashing over me, expansive, content, safe, sparkling, in timeless instinctual motion, Mother Ocean rolling in, excitement. Welcome, welcome, you are home. I am the Great Mother. Honor and trust life cycles. It's okay. It's okay, be amazed, mystery, eternal cycles of life. Safe here. Ancient melody, time to rest again. Waves lap over the rocks, sun warming the water, starfish floating, sparkling. Welcome, welcome. Rocks, waves, sandy, grounded, expansive, refreshing, turbulent, protected inlet, rest safely here. All passes. See you next time. Be amazed. Honor. Flow. Cycles. Sanctuary. Eternal. Great Mother. Welcome back. Trust. Rest. Ancient melody of the ocean. Waves of change. Flow, purpose, belonging. You are home. You are home. Rest safely here. Calm, calm, stillness. Welcome back. You are home. So just allowing the words of our co-created offering to land and settle in your being as you gently invite your body to awaken and to make your way back into our shared space. So maybe taking a yawn and stretch, or making contact with your body, feeling how you were touched by the watery words, noticing how it was to have your words woven in with others' words, and the place that it took you, what it touched. And just how it was to experience being that creature at the edge of the ocean, and how it was to receive the poem or the prayer as a whole thing. And to just notice how you're doing now. And just for a few moments of integration, I would love to invite anything that needs to be spoken to bring your voices again into the chat, to just land your experience before we move into our lives again, out of circle. Anything that it would feel helpful to share to sort of ground yourself and come back. And back onto land, out of water. Alison says, that was beautiful, everyone. The words washing over me like the swirling waves. I was immersed in a rock pool. Thank you. Thanks, Alison, for sharing your experience. Debbie, I feel wonderfully connected, soothed and healed. Rebecca, what a gift. Yeah, it's a powerful thing to co-create an imaginal space like this. Sarah, hard to leave, floating, relaxed in a pool of belonging. Wow. Perhaps you have space to return to your floating pool. Thank you to us all. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Nina. It's good to hear your voices and feel you back in the circle as we move towards a close for today. And yeah, I'd really invite you to spend some time tuning into your relationship with rock pools and with some of these qualities. And perhaps if you are anywhere near a rocky coast, you may be able to take yourself to a rock pool, and if not, it's always possible to feel how the waters of earth are speaking all the time, and particularly in communion with the moon. So maybe just spending some time resting back into that knowing over the next month. And just, making contact, however feels good, with the qualities and the energy of tidal pools. So thank you so much for your contributions and for being here. Claire says, feeling calm and grounded in my time of sadness. Oh, I'm glad you could find some moments of calm and grounded, Claire. Thank you for sharing with us. And I'd also like to thank Ria for giving us this beautiful image and holding the techie things steadily behind the scenes. And I just want to invite you to join me again next month in June, where we'll be in the fourth gathering in this series, continuing our exploration of home. And in June, we will be exploring hives as homes and what we might learn from the teamwork and dedication and wisdom of the bees. So I look forward to being in circle again with you in June, and wishing you many full moon blessings for today. Thank you so much, everyone.